Hey y'all, welcome back to Adjacent podcast for our very special series called Single Ready to Mingle. And just a little warning that explicit language is used and that our amazing guests, our amazing singles, are very open and sharing their information about dating. This series is not for everybody, and if this isn't your sort of thing, click on over to our amazing interviews on Tuesdays, our book clubs on Thursdays. But we do love this series and do hope it becomes a regular part of our podcast because we were absolutely blown away by everyone that we interviewed and how open and willing they were to share their stories. And we think you'll fall in love with them too. If you're single and you would like to meet one of our amazing singles, or you would like to be one of our singles in the future, please reach out to Shelly. My number is in the notes. My contact information is in the notes. And we are glad to introduce you to these amazing singles. Most of these singles do hang out in left field. And so you can just come out to left field and watch baseball with us. And you will probably run into a handful of these singles out there. So give it a listen, give it a try. Hope you guys love it. And let us know. Send us a message. Let us know what you think about it. Their pictures will be shared on social media if you're looking for a visual. And we look forward to hearing from you guys. Enjoy.
Looking for love and dating apps and DMs. Looking for love and nothing is sticking. Seeing red flags, getting catfished. What's up? Gotta do now that I found two gals and that'll help me. I just can't wait to get adjacent to you. Looking for love.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to Single Ready to Mingle.
Yummy.
We are adjacent to a single today, and he is adorable. So cute. So handsome. Who is it, Shelly? Who do we have
That's
now?
Forrest. Forrest is in the house.
Forrest is in the house.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
We are so excited to have you. So it's Forrest Hellenbrand. And Forrest, you're originally from Wisconsin. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm originally from the Madison area. I moved here in about 2017, so I've been here for a little bit.
And did you come to go to UT?
No, I went to a smaller state school in Wisconsin and UW La Crosse. It's on the border of Wisconsin and Minnesota. And got done in 2016 there, and my parents decided, yep, we're moving. We don't want to be in the snow and the cold anymore, so you can either hop ship and come down with us, or you can figure it out in Wisconsin, and took the leap of faith, and here we are. So 7 years later, I got a good bunch of group of friends and live with a couple awesome roommates from different parts of the country too. So it's been good so far. But
Love it.
Are your parents here in Austin?
my dad is, so he lives up in Georgetown. And then my brother, we're 13 months apart. I'm the older one.
Irish twins.
Yeah, yep. I'm the older one. He lives in the Milwaukee area, North Milwaukee, Port Washington, with his wife and little baby. So, yeah, it's family's few and far down here, so we make the best of it when we can. And Dad and I both single, so we hit the town together. And I don't know if you guys have met him yet or not, but I know he comes out to left field every once in a while on the tents and whatnot. So,
What's your dad's name?
his name's Pat.
Okay.
Does Pat want to be on our Single Ready to Mingle series?
Yeah, I can ask him.
Ask him. Send him my number.
How old is your dad? How old is your dad?
He is 55, I want to say.
Yeah, he's in our
55.
wheelhouse. Let's get it.
Yeah, June of 69, I think, is his birthday.
Yeah.
So.
We have singles from their 20s up to their 50s, 60s. So
Oh, perfect. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you never know. All right, so it says here that you are a Virgo like Shelly. You're born September 14th.
Virgos, Virgos number one.
We are number one, absolutely.
All right, so let's see if these stats are some of your attributes. Are you ready? Your
Let's see it.
analytical minds and attention to detail. You're good at problem solving, critical thinking.
Yep.
True.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
He's in banking.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the analytical and everything's a calculated risk, and the people that are around you and the groups that you allow your friends to come a part of, it's definitely analytical and definitely critical thinking mind for sure.
For sure. You're known for your practical approach to life and your ability to bring structure and order.
Yeah, I'm a very I was actually on it today, and I had the day off, and I created a list for myself, and I said I got to get all this stuff done. I got to get my cleaning and laundry and all that kind of stuff. So I just worked myself down the list today, and very down the list and whatnot. So yeah,
Wow.
Go Forrest. Go Forrest.
type A for sure. Very, like I said, very clean, very neat, very tidy. So
That's good. And you're perfectionist and have high standards.
yeah, absolutely. Everybody that I bring around my world, I hold them to high accountability and make sure that the standards are held high. And if you're not going to hold up to the standard, then the door's right there.
GTFO.
Yep.
GTFO.
Yep, 100% exactly right.
You guys are helpful and eager to lend a hand.
Yeah. I always tell my friends, I'm the first one to call. I'm the first one to answer your phone call if you need help. I'll always be there. And I always tell my friends coming from, living here 1,200 miles away from home, I said, if you ever need me, you get in a pinch with something, like, call me. I will be there for you at the drop of a hat. It may take me a few hours to get there if it's a crisis situation, but I'll always be there for everybody. So.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're helpful because I've seen you move very heavy ice chests from one point to the
Very heavy ice chests, very heavy cases of alcoholic beverages. Picking up the tents after. My family always told me, my dad always told me, he said the thing that we always say in our family is many hands makes light work. So the more people that jump in, the quicker the job goes. The more fun we get to all have. So being the extra hand definitely is something that I was born and raised into.
I love it. Y'all are reliable and trustworthy, intelligent, honest, compassionate, creative, kind, gentle, supportive. I mean, you're the whole package.
That's right.
Yeah, I like to try to be. It's one of those where, and I think the group would probably say that about me too. It's just a random stranger that jumped into the group, was able to kind of mingle with everybody, make friends with everybody. Not many enemies, but you show up for everybody and somebody that they can all count on. So
yeah, agreed.
Absolutely.
Team Virgo. Team Virgo's number one.
Yeah, always number one. It's crazy how many people you talk to across the dating world, and it's like that's their biggest thing. And it seems like the September babies are always the ones that you combat with, but I don't know. You do what you can, and it is what it is. So
it looks like y'all have some amazing Virgos on your team. You have Tom Hardy, you have Prince Harry, you have Pink, Salma Hayek, Melissa McCarthy. You also have Adam Sandler, Kobe Bryant, Richard Gere, Jack Black, and Michael Jackson. Who do you resonate with?
Oh, that's a tough one. Well, who is? I would probably say, I don't know. I would probably say leading with the Kobe mindset of just like, no job's ever finished, put your best foot forward, be the guy that everybody can count on, like always put in the extra work, be somebody that, all the family members around you would want their kids to hang out with and whatnot. And that's just kind of the way that I live my life, is just try to be the best person in the group, and, somebody that can always count on that person as showing up and being the person that's always there for everybody.
It also says that you're most compatible with other earth signs like Taurus and Capricorn, and water signs Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
So we'll have to find one of those out here for you. Okay.
There you go.
So, we're just going to dive into it. Are you in any dating apps? On any dating?
I dabble with Hinge here and there, but outside of that, not a whole heck of a lot.
That seems to be the favorite one.
Yeah, I mean, you get to kind of make it your own, and you get to respond to who you want to respond to, and it's not just a swipe. You can actually kind of make it personable. So I like that, but it's like I said, I mean, when there's a lot of people in your circle, it's kind of networking through those people is what I kind of tend to do instead. So
Yeah, that's what we've been hearing. When was your last full relationship?
uh, what, 2 years ago, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of went through a little bit of a rough one and, kind of just took some time to find myself. And ultimately, that's kind of how I, fell on the left field group, honestly. It was just, I knew some of the people from the group and kind of ventured out during baseball season one year. And, it just, from there on, we're all just best friends now. So
I love that. I mean, you've been like one of the sweetest additions to our group. I just love it so much.
Yeah, no, it's been good. I appreciate all the open arms, and it seems like every time we go out, and obviously I'm really close with Mark and Cross and all those guys, and whenever I go out with them, it's just like, oh yeah, here, this is Forrest, meet these people, or oh yeah, here, meet these people, and just, all right, yeah, hi, my name's Forrest. I shotgun beers, and it is what it is.
I love it. So you're 31. What would be your age range that you kind of feel comfortable with dating?
I'm probably in the 20, 27, 28 up to 35-ish, somewhere in there, 36.
Who would be your celebrity crush?
Ooh, that's a good one. Honestly, I saw her today on the inauguration, Carrie Underwood.
Oh,
yeah, she's so personable.
Very, very personable, very attractive. Seems like she's in the community, and obviously she's on football too, so can't complain about that. So
yeah,
a pretty face on Sunday nights makes the Packer losses a little bit better. So
Packer losses, we understand. What would you consider like the best date that you could ever go on? Like a really good date?
Like a dream date.
Ooh, interesting. I would say honestly just something creative, it doesn't have to be over the top, but I kind of, when I take people out, it's how can you be the one-off from somebody else? It's the taking somebody to a park and showing them the city, and bringing like the one that I go to is like, bring salads and bring something else. You sit down, you look at the city, and then you say, oh, hey, I brought you a really extravagant, dessert. And then you pull out the dessert and it's Oreos with a toothpick, something silly like that. That's memorable for somebody. But, for me, that's just kind of where I would set the boundary as. I don't need to travel. I don't need to go see something super fancy or be at a nice restaurant or whatever. It's just, learning what the other person likes and taking it and using it to your advantage, and, finding that special spot for them.
I love that.
Yeah.
What would be a really bad date, like the worst date you could go on?
The worst date? Oh boy. Honestly, I'm not a big dinner person, so like that is like my most like just hard pass. Like
especially if they're not talking or you're just like,
it's like you got to figure out how well they communicate before you get into a situation like that. And so starting with that never works. So try and put them into a situation where like even, like sit at a baseball game or sit at, something where they can engage with other people, so you can see kind of how they fit in with people. So the sitting at a dinner table is not something I'm interested in. Especially living in Austin too. I mean, there's so much opportunity and so much fun stuff to do.
Yeah.
Hiking or being on the water or mini golfing. I mean, you got to pick in the middle, find something like that.
There's so much to do there. Yeah. I'm with you. If I were, I mean, Shelly and I have been off the market. Sorry, Forrest. For collectively 61 years. I mean, we got snagged when we were like in our early 20s, but but it's sitting at a date, because I have such bad focus issues, it would be really hard for me to just be like,
Yeah. Well, and it's how do you have the conversation? I mean, we talk about like the dating apps is like, how do you set that up so you're not having a conversation there and learning about all the family and all the friends and all the job and whatever else goes on with your life, and then you get to the dinner table and you're like, okay, what do I talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where it turns into, is like it turns into like almost an interview versus like having a cordial conversation.
Yeah.
Exactly. But if you have an activity going, you can talk about the activity, and then it can
Right.
be nice,
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some icks you have? These are deal breakers.
The
Three icks.
3 icks. Not being like clean, like laundry on the floor, not like taking care of your like just like like appearance, and like your home life needs to be clean and tidy, and like I said, I'm very type A, so if I walk into somebody's house and it's not clean, it's like, ooh, okay, that's kind of a red flag. Not being able to socialize with like a group of friends.
Yeah, for sure.
That's obviously a big thing for me, being, a part of all the groups and, the athletics and all that kind of stuff. It's a big thing for being able to mesh in with my friend groups. And then just not being able to communicate. That's a really big thing for me, is if you can't communicate, that's kind of top tier list number one. You don't need to tell me where you're at. You don't need to text me every day. You don't need to do whatever, but minimal communication to at least let me know you're alive, and whatever else is kind of a big thing for me.
Yeah, if I send you a text, respond. You can say, "Hey, I'm busy right now, but I'll get back to you," but like be responsive, right?
Huh.
Do we have an offender?
Yes. Jody is the offender of the year.
I'm not dating you, Shelly.
That's true. Yeah, I mean it just goes to like a common courtesy thing.
It's a common courtessy. That's correct.
As I've kind of grown up and grown through friend groups and whatnot, it's you figure out what you like and what you don't like. And I always tell people, like, the new people that I bring into the group, I say, you need to communicate, and you need to, the other thing is a big one, is you need to not Irish goodbye. That's like those are my 2 big rules that I have.
But what if she has to go big potty?
I mean, that's fine. If you let me know, hey, like, situation,
I gotta go drop a deuce.
Code Brown situation, like, I'm all for it. I will absolutely take care of whatever situation you need to take care of. But that's, I mean, friend group wise, it kind of just goes across. But yeah, the Irish goodbye is a tough one for me.
Yeah, it's rude, Shelly. Don't do it anymore.
No, good to know. I'll say goodbye to Forrest and Nimish.
Sometimes you just need to do it though. Like, there's been times I know, like, out at the park where I'm like, I need to go. Like, it is time, and I cannot stand around anymore. Like, sometimes it's just how it goes.
Yeah. Well, I have to say something on Forrest. If you decide to go on a date with Forrest, which you should, the bonus is he hangs out with us in Lovefield.
Yeah, with all of us.
Yeah.
That's right. Main player that always tries to help everybody out on the field. So
yeah. Okay.
I definitely got roped in early with the right people, to say the least. So
yeah.
I know.
Very thankful. Very thankful.
You are like the best. So we're super excited. Okay. So the opposite of your icks, or what are your yums?
Yummy.
Yeah.
I like a competitive person.
Okay.
Like if we're playing like family game night, where we're, just whatever you can make out of a competition. It's the one girl that I was previously dated, we went to a family game night, and she sat and yelled at me the entire night. I'm like, I'm not saying no to this, but like, we need to win. We got to figure it out. And so a competitive minded person, I think is definitely a huge draw.
Sexy.
Somebody.
It sounds like you need a young Katie Pena.
Yeah.
Well, at least single.
Somebody who's sports minded.
Yes.
I'm at the ballpark. I'm at the golf course. I'm at the football stadium. I mean, year round. This is outside of my 3 weeks between football and baseball season, is my kind of low time of the year. But, I play in volleyball leagues. I've played in basketball leagues. I've played in baseball leagues. Believe it or not, coming from the Midwest, I was on a bowling team back in the day.
Nice. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Yeah. So, an athletic-minded person or athletic-built person. And then I would honestly, like, on the opposite of an ick, like just being able to fit into a friend group. I think that's really attractive when you can bring somebody around that, I can go wander off, left field, you get pulled in how many millions of ways.
Oh, I know.
Or a tent, or you're busy on the weekend or whatever. Just somebody who can say like, yep, I'm good on my own. Like, you go talk to the people that you go talk to the people.
That's a yummy.
But somebody that, you can bring along and say, hey, this is Shelly. Like, here, let me introduce you guys. I got to go say hi to these people. I'll be back,
Yeah.
Yeah. Your next girlfriend needs to be like so good at a crowd that we invite her to sit on the on
the picnic tables.
Yeah.
That's
Get in there, girl.
As you start to grow older, it's, I've worked myself out of that college lifestyle, and the part. I mean, granted, we all have a good time still on the weekends and whatnot, but it's, you kind of grow out of the partying and then grow out of the, whatever else.
What?
Just despite what you see sometimes.
Allegedly.
No, but yeah, I mean, it's, once you hit your 30s, I think it's kind of a crunch time where it's, hey, can this be the final person? Can this be someone I can see myself long term with? And
yeah, you're ready for that big step. Hey, Forrest, what's your favorite sport to play, and what's your favorite sport to watch?
Favorite sport to play is golf. That's a year-round progress that I live with a couple other guys that, they keep me on my toes with their scores. And, I go out in a boys golf tournament every year. And as we say, when we get older, your arms and legs and body tend to not work as well as they did when you were younger. So golf seems to be a one that's you take your Advil and you're good the next day. So sport that I like watching the most is college football. College football during the peak season. College basketball during March Madness is the bread and butter. So it's been tough watching UT this year for basketball, but football, we had a good year. Baseball coming up is college baseball. I grew up watching those guys too. So
we'll see. Hey, if you dated a girl and she was into golf, do you consider golf more like what you do with your guy friends, or would it be okay if she?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think like a fun flirty date. I think that would be like something that I would entertain for sure. I think that kind of bonding. You're there for 4 hours or whatever. It's obviously getting to know a lot about each other, and spends quality time is kind of one of those things. But I'm happy with people around either way. It's if we can get a foursome that goes out, if she just wants to come out, that's definitely, like I said, an attractive attribute is if you can hang with the boys, but also you can kind of hang around. So,
all right,
I have a two-parter.
Okay.
What if she kicks your ass in golf? How would you feel about that?
Oh, I would bring it on, because it would make me very competitive and would try and make me better.
Okay. Pro tip, if it's a first date kind of thing, Butler Park.
Yeah, I love that down there. I was down there a few years back for my first time. I didn't even know about it. Yeah. We went for a work outing, and I was like, man, this is actually really cool. Like, I can actually work on my golf game here for minimal price. And even
fun.
Even date night, down there, it's a great area to go and hang out.
Yeah, then you could go to the Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people like to have sex in those bathrooms up there.
I don't know if I'm quite that gutsy, but you never know. If it's the right situation.
Like the homeless community.
Yeah,
it's not the homeless community. It's hot. At the Lauren, Jody, that place is gorgeous.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant
at Butler Park.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that bathroom's No bueno.
Hey,
No,
whatever floats your boat, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, don't yuck somebody's yum.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Okay, so I know you're 31, but what if your new girlfriend had kids? Are you okay with that?
I mean, yeah, it just depends on like what stage they're in. If they're still really young, I mean,
Well, they can't be old.
well, yeah, but I'm saying like if they have a 5 or 6 or 7 year old, or obviously if they're a little older than I am and have younger kids, then yeah, I would probably entertain it.
Yeah.
That's kind of a life part of me that eventually I want kids, and if you can.
I mean, you're still young. You're probably like, it's not my first choice, but I'm okay if it.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I could probably handle, but also it definitely takes you to grow up pretty quickly. So
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had a warning label, what would it say?
I love this.
ooh. These are all good questions. If I had a warning label.
Forrest, we're professionals.
Yeah. I didn't know this walking into this. I would say is very social. Very social. Like the social meter never really runs out.
Okay. That's good. That's how Shelly is.
Hey, may I ask, how tall are you?
5'11".
Okay.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yep.
All right.
Depending on if I have boots on or not.
Yeah.
Do you know how to two-step?
I can do it. I could do the minimal two-step. Yeah, it's when you start adding in the swings and dips and spins and all that kind of stuff. That's where you draw the line with me.
Yeah, not yet, but you will because you'll learn if you need to.
Yeah, my roommate here, he's a really good dancer. Him and his family, they go out to Wild West and Mavericks and all those other places, and then downtown Round Rock we go there and they do the country dancing and whatnot. So I've kind of just picked it up along the last few years, and it's like I said, it's one of those social things where if you know how to do it, it's a great way to meet people. If you don't, you kind of just sit there and it's like, all right, well,
yeah.
So what's your favorite like bar or restaurant to go to? I know you don't like to sit for long meals, but like where would you go to eat or have drinks in Austin or Round Rock?
I mean, my favorite to say, like, just to sit and be there, obviously that's my go-to.
Yeah.
Can't beat the margaritas and whatnot, but I like to just be able to find a place where, honestly, somewhere on the east side has kind of been growing on me. We do some of the bars down there, and we're slowly kind of migrating our group into that area, and so finding some of those kind of hole in the wall bars is kind of where I'm starting to lean to take people at. So east of that 35 area, the like 5th, 6th, 7th Street. Seems like there's some areas that have kind of popped up that are fun areas, where you can kind of go bar hop after if everything's going well.
Yeah.
But otherwise, being up in Round Rock, if somebody's in Round Rock, it's downtown Round Rock all day. Like I said, we'll do the piano bar if that's a scene that they're, if they enjoy the live music, if they enjoy the dancing. There's an outside bar out there that has kind of a dance floor that everybody does country dancing at.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of pick of the mill. I mean, downtown Georgetown too is fantastic. To go see the lights and grab a glass of wine. I mean, it's kind of have your pick of the mill here, which is pretty awesome.
No.
Well, we can tell that you're a dog person. Do you obviously, I just saw you let your dog up on the bed, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What if the girl was a cat person?
Out. I wonder if all Virgos dislike cats.
That's a deal breaker. Well, I also have cat allergies too. So
yeah,
I get very like puffy red eyes and yeah. But yeah, the cat, I don't think it gets along A with the dog, and B, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to say there's a certain personality that's associated with that, but it seems like if every few little bit that you kind of cross the same type of personalities with the cat. So
I gotcha. Okay, if you're on a date, do you pay the bill? Do you share the bill, or do you want them to pay?
Always pay.
You always pay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
not. I mean, I think if once you get down the line, I think it's definitely a conversation. As if you've seen somebody for a while, that another, like I said, another green flag is even if they offer, that's a big thing for me. Is even if you say
I texted Forrest.
I think even just showing the effort, like, hey,
Yeah.
do you want me to pick this up? And I'm always going to say no, but the thought of the matter at least counts.
Yeah.
So
So,
have you
Wait a second. As an analytical Virgo,
uh-huh.
Forrest, do you have like a scale, like you go into a date and they have a 10 and they work their way down, or do you work their way up? You're like, okay, I like this about them. I like this about them. Do you journal afterwards? Is there some?
No, I think it's just all mental. No, it's
the
honestly
feel?
with the being in sales and working in a bank, you have to be really good with just taking mental notes and understanding
Yeah.
how you can relate certain points and keys and things that people say to you, and kind of like relate them back to your life and relate them back to what you can kind of put together with. So for me, it's just taking mental notes. But I mean, there are main feelers that you can throw out, and it's how's your family situated? Tell me about do you have siblings? Tell me about, their lifestyles. Tell me about your work lifestyle. What are fun things that you like to do? And, just those little questions that you can get little pieces of information out of. And, out of the last many years of working in sales, there is one thing that if people are excited about something, they'll talk to you about it. So I think hitting those, the family, the friends, the work, the outside hobbies, you can find the trigger and the points. And once you kind of find those, that can kind of like start setting off flags for me. So, but then also trying to be goofy and trying to be, kind of, still playing the goofy card and still, mixing in different, jokes and stuff like that along the way as well. So,
Awesome. Have you ever moved somebody from the sexy date place to the friend zone?
to the friend zone.
Or once the date was over and you didn't like them, did you just not talk to them ever again?
Yeah, I mean, I've going out on the dates. I think that's the biggest thing that even in our house we've talked about. We have three single guys in our house, and well, we had three single guys in our house. And so that was kind of the biggest thing that we all talked about was, hey, when you're seeing somebody or when you're going and you're doing something with somebody, make sure that you end it the proper way if you're not feeling those feelings. And so that's kind of a big thing for me that if you're not feeling it, make sure you communicate that. Make sure you tell them, make sure you let them know, like, hey, I'm not interested. I'm always, kind of the Midwest nice, like, hey, if you want to come hang out with us, you want to come to ball games, you want to come to the bar with us, you're always welcome to. But I mean, that's just kind of who I am. I don't feel ill will towards anybody, but if you push me the wrong way, then we're gonna have problems.
Well, yeah, and you don't want a stalker.
Yeah, and that's what it really comes down to, is just being able to communicate with somebody. And for me, it's you come across those, and it's, as we talked about, I mean, it's Austin is really kind of a numbers game at this point. And you shoot your shot where you can, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, at least you got another friend that you can hopefully count on, and if not, can either introduce you to other people or stuff like that. So
Or you have two friends that have a podcast.
yeah.
We're the new hinge.
Yeah.
Have you ever found love at work?
All that were, I mean, way back when I was younger, but it was high school days, and we dated for a while, and it was just kind of the stranglehold was the work situation, because we were both at work. We were both, where one was at work and one was at home and whatnot. But I kind of figured that out early in age, like you don't metaphorically shit where you eat. So you kind of figured that one out as a young kid, and that was a learning thing I would probably never do again. So
Okay. Well, have you ever, or are you willing to, or have you ever dated a sugar baby?
no, nope. Well, I mean, I have friends that are like that. Never dated anybody like that, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't do
Would you be somebody's sugar baby?
No. Nope. Nope.
For nothing? What if they had like tickets
jet.
to all the Greek Bay games, like
Nope.
50-yard line
Nope.
with heated socks?
Nope. Nope. Hey, like I said, I mean, I'm a big believer in like
Nope.
work hard, do your own thing. Like I mean, I have a friend that's like that, and it's I mean, she always finds herself in hot water because she's got her hands in one set of tickets, you know, in a different city, and she's got her hands in tickets here. And when one comes to town or the other goes to that town, I mean, it puts friends like me in a bad spot.
Yeah.
And so not to say I don't have a lot of respect for it. It's just like, if you make good money and you can provide for yourself and you can do those types of things on your own, then to me, like, why aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
have you ever been catfished?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
What are some red flags that you've seen in dating that you're like, yeah, that's a red flag? I think you kind of mentioned it, like if they don't have friends or they don't speak to their family, that's some red flags.
Yeah, I think as you kind of just work yourself down the list, it's just like if they don't have a good at home, not to say that's a red flag, but I mean it's a hurdle you have to jump through at that point.
Yeah.
You know, your friends, your family, your closest things, because ultimately you're gonna have to blend that at some point. So not having a structured, or like we talked about, I mean, if your shit's not in line, it makes all of our jobs a lot harder to try and mend those situations. So
yeah,
the friends is a tough one. I would say the friend groups, you'd like to see kind of a mix of friends, I would say. And I kind of hold my friends to that stature too, is, you know, if you're a girl, you should have, you know, girlfriends that you hang out. If you're a guy, you should have guy friends and girlfriends and whatnot. But
you don't want a girl that only hangs out with guys.
Right.
You know, like,
and in the same breath, I mean, even if that was the case, like I'm not insecure enough where it's like, hey, if you have a million guy friends and you're hanging out with them, that's totally fine. But like,
no, it could just show, like, a lot of times when there's a girl that doesn't have any girlfriends,
right,
it can show a red flag that they're not a girl's girl.
Right.
And if they only have guy friends, you know, and then also if they only have girlfriends and no guy friends, like,
right.
I mean, there has to be striking a balance, you know.
But then also you can kind of go down the road. Like, we have a friend in our group that's, you know, she's a very attractive girl, and the girls that she's friends with, she likes to be the alpha of the friend group. She likes to be the most attractive one of the friend group, and so she tends to be the leader of the pack.
Yeah.
And in her mind.
In her mind, yeah.
Right.
In our minds, that's kind of what we see. But I mean, not having a full conversation, I'm just knowing it's, you know, we roll with the punches. We'd show up to parties and all that kind of stuff. We're pretty easygoing people. But it's just funny, as you get older, you kind of start to see the different friend groups and the different tendencies and how everybody acts and whatnot. So
I would say if somebody's like, I'm the alpha of my group, that's a red flag.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I would also say though too, like, I mean, I hate to keep comparing to like the left field group, but like when I came into that group, I was considered like the ringleader of my friend group. I get to the pool. I'm the one that invites everybody out. I'm the one that puts together breakfasts and lunches and pregame stuff and whatever else. And then I show up into left field and marks that guy or crosses that guy, and I'm like, whoa, like how do I get to that stature? So obviously I made friends with Mark really quickly, so now I'm part of like the you know, that type of group. And I would say that was
in crowd.
Yeah, but that was definitely a hard thing for me.
You have a seat at Matt's.
Yeah, I have a seat at the table.
Hey, Forrest, because you're in banking,
mm-hmm.
And any like credit score number that you're like, hey, if you're not at 800 or above GTFO.
I mean, I don't typically ask that type of question, but I mean, if you own your own vehicle, I mean, at this day and age, if you're in your own home, I mean, that's, you know, kind of one of those green flags too. Like, we're all kind of in that home buying stage of life, and you know, if you show that you're financially stable and you know, can go and, you know, pay for a round of drinks or, go do a fun trip or something like that. To me, like that's an added plus, I would say.
Agree.
Credit score, I don't necessarily ask that question, but there are other like financial, activities that you can tiptoe around and figure out pretty quickly.
Yeah. All right. So, Forrest, how do you show love to someone in your 5 love languages? Is it acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch? How do you show love to?
I would say I'm a big like acts of service.
Agreed.
I would say like I said, I mean, if you had a tough day and you need dinner made, or the house needs to be cleaned up, or your car needs to be washed, or car needs an oil change, or the yard needs to be picked up, like that's a big laundry, everybody's got to do that every week. That's a big thing for me. I care about doing those things and making sure my life stays that thing, and if I can make somebody else's life a little easier if they have a tough day at work, or whatever's going on in life, that's kind of the big thing for me.
Now, how do you receive love? Acts of service, quality time, receiving gifts, words of affirmation, or physical touch?
I would say either like words of affirmation or quality time, but to an extent.
Yeah.
Because I'm like quality time, but like I still want like I want to be able to go and I want to be able to sit and watch a basketball game and be with the boys if I want to. I want to be able to go and hang out at the pool with everybody, or go to go and do my own separate thing, but also know like, hey, I can come home and like home life is going to be stable.
Yeah, it's quality time, not quantitative.
Right.
Like,
I would see quality time as going and sitting at a baseball game, where if the girl's not a sports-minded person, she's going to sit there and be like, I have no idea what's going on and I absolutely hate this.
Okay, well, that would be an ick. That would be a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're like, I'm sorry, is this basketball when you're at baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
100%. Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Like,
I can help teach it, but if you're in the whole different sports world, then
yeah, but if they're willing to learn and participate in what you like, and then you'll participate in what she likes, then that's a fair deal.
Yeah.
Okay, we're about to go into the after hours part.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your safe word?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you have a safe word?
I don't know.
No, wait a second. Do you have a safe word?
Do you have a safe word?
No.
Okay, then you say pass.
Pass.
Okay.
Pause.
By the way, we don't give this to everybody, but we can say pass.
This isn't going to be shared on the chat.
No, we're going to share this. We don't give everybody the safe word. We're like, nope, you got to answer it.
Yeah. Because that's the last thing I need is showing up and Brian telling me that or something.
Yeah. You're given the right to say pass because you're a baby.
Yeah, you're like our kid age, but okay, here we go. All right, the first one is, are you DTF?
Yummy.
Yeah, I would say so.
Are there any rules behind it? Like, are you like not on the first date, or if you're feeling it, you just go for it?
I'm just more of a, if you're feeling it, go for it, and
awesome.
Make the first move, and if it turns into more, then great. If not, you shot your shot at least.
Is there any judgment if the gal is also DTF? Like if y'all do it on the first date, or you're like,
no.
Okay.
No, that's
good for you. Good for you.
I feel like like I said, the day and age that we're at is like, that's kind of where society is, I feel like, at this point. So
yeah, well, it's not like you're in high school and trying to save your reputation. Like,
right.
This is
I live in a city of a million
steps of your life.
I live in a city of 1 million people, and if people hear about it. I have a thick skin. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. These are would you rather questions. Are you ready?
All right. Hit me.
Would you rather be blindfolded or gagged?
Blindfolded.
All right. Would you rather only have vanilla sex or only have BDSM sex?
Oh.
I mean, you can qualify BDSM
BDSM is what you approve of, what you guys.
Yeah. So it can just be spankings, or it can just be hair pulling. It doesn't have to be whips and chains and submission.
I'd probably go the second one.
Okay. Would you rather have anal sex every day or a threesome every time you have sex?
Jesus. Well, what's the ratio of the threesome?
It says every time you have sex.
Oh, probably threesome, honestly.
Okay. Would you rather always have sex in the dark or always in the light?
Dark.
Okay. Would you rather have very loud sex or totally silent sex? I mean, you do have roommates.
Probably loud. I mean, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, good for you. Would you rather be able to have sex? Would you rather be able to have sex, but only if a tarantula is crawling on you, or never have sex again?
Probably take the tarantula.
Would you rather be a top for the rest of your life or a bottom for the rest of your life?
Bottom.
Would you rather have sex with a goat and no one finds out? Or not have sex with a goat, but everyone thinks you did?
That's a horrible question. Oh my god. Probably the second one, because I can at least defend myself.
Yeah.
Right. Would you rather sneeze or fart every time you orgasm?
Sneeze. These are quality. I hope everybody's in it's like this.
Yes.
Well, except for Jordan's. We didn't come across this website until after we.
Oh, okay.
We can go back and ask her these questions.
Hers can be the follow-up on the website.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, some of these are so awful. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know if I can keep doing them. All right. This is so funny. Well, you have been a real trooper. I think you're gonna find love.
Hey, we're hoping so. We're hoping so. Hey, maybe with the help of you guys, we can all put a team together or something.
We're gonna manifest it. That's what we like. Connect people. That's why we're
No, absolutely. I think, and that's the cool thing about you guys is, like I said, I was introduced from Mark and Katie to you guys, and then I started coming around. It's like, oh, this is Shelly. Okay, well, I heard a lot about Shelly, and then Jody shows up, and I'm like, oh boy, there's two of them. It was like double trouble, but then you guys always brought me in warm welcome hands, so I certainly appreciate that, and
oh my god,
everything else that comes with it. But
you're just a gem. We're just so happy you're part of our group, and you're so sweet, and kind, and considerate.
I bet Forrest can do this with us, Jody.
Okay,
let's see if he has it.
Let's see. We're gonna say our closing for Jordan. Texas, Texas.
Oh, I don't know it.
Oh, Texas.
Texas.
Yeehaw!
Texas, yeah.
There you go.